Hey everyone, welcome to your practice. I'm Molly, and today we're going to do a mid-length vinyasa flow state practice, so between 30 and 45 minutes. And we're going to move through the elements of nature today, so from the earth, through water, through fire, and then eventually air. And it should be fun. If you want to grab some blocks to help you in your practice today, that might be nice. And if you want to kind of connect with an element of nature, you could have houseplants nearby or light a yummy smelling candle or anything like that. Before we get started, I wanted to mention if you're interested in combining yoga with fitness, I have really balanced and effective and enjoyable fitness programs. So you can check the link below for a free 1-week trial. Okay, we're gonna get started laying on our backs today. Close to the ground, lay all the way down, and then pull your knees into your chest. Close your eyes. Wrap your arms around the front of your shins. Give yourself a few moments to arrive here into the space, into your practice. Taking a mindful breath and making an intention to be present here. To let go all the things that have been done or need to get done so that you can bathe in your practice and bathe in the elements of nature. And start to pay attention to sensations that you feel, like your back of your head and your spine and your hips on the mat. Making contact with the earth if you're outside. And start to take some rocks left and right, just massaging out the low back. Feeling more surface area and more contact. Open your eyes if you close them. Plant your feet down. Kneecaps are pointing up to the sky. Take a bridge pose. Setu Bandhasana. Push down through your feet. Engage your glutes and hamstrings and press your hips up to the sky. Maybe your palms face down and push into the ground as well. Feeling really stable here, really grounded. Noticing that you can put weight in the big toe side of your foot, the pinky toe side of your foot, and your heel. 2 more breaths here. Strong and steady. And release your hips down. Roll onto your belly into child's pose. Knees wide, hips back towards your heels. Forehead down and palms down. Maybe you feel different points of contact. Can you become wider? Denser? Stay for another breath. And then push onto hands and knees, tabletop. A couple rounds of cat-cow just to kind of limber up the spine. So you could inhale and drop your belly, lift your tailbone and your gaze up, pull your heart through your shoulders. Exhale, tuck chin to chest, round through the back body, push the ground away and curl your tailbone in. Just 2 more. Ride the length of your breath, let it feel good. And then find a neutral spine after your last one. We're gonna take a bird dog variation. Instead of lifting the arm and opposite leg, let's slide them along the mat. So we're keeping, again, kind of just this concept of staying close to the earth, staying grounded, stable. So you can slide your right fingertips forward and your left toe tips back. Still feel how you have to stay active and engaged through your core and your pelvis to avoid any rounding or arching or side movement of your spine. And then pull back to center. Switch it out. Left fingertip slide forward, right toe tip slide back. Stay for a breath or 2. Pushing the ground away with your right hand. And then back through center. Over to the right hand and left leg. Release to midline, and then one more time, left fingertips forward, right big toe back. Good. Option to do that one more time, or if you want to lift up into a full bird dog. Right thumb points up towards the sky, left heel lifts up towards the sky. You could bend your left knee and reach back with your right hand for your left foot, taking a tiger pose. Stay where you are for 3 breaths. Check yourself, make sure your left hip point is grounded down. Noticing any little shifts with your balance and then coming back into it. And release. So one more slide forward of your left hand and your right foot. You could stay here. You could lift up into bird dog. Or you could bend your right knee and reach back with your left hand for tiger pose. 3 breaths wherever you are. Focusing on a drishti, a gaze point, for stability and balance. And a release down. Sit your hips to your heels. Interlace your fingers and roll out your wrists a couple times in one direction, a couple times in the other direction. And then we're going to take a Lalasana prep. So eventually later in class we'll move to crow pose. So it's a good way to kind of get that protraction strength and warm up your wrists a little bit. So plant your hands on the outsides of your thighs. Shift your weight forward. Weight is in all 5 knuckles and fingertips. And then push the ground away. Shoulder blades are separating on the back body. Maybe you're able to press into the tops of your feet and lift your knees up, hugging them in towards the core of your body. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Interlace your fingers, couple circles. Switch your direction. And then one more Lalasana prep. Hands on the outside of your thighs. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to push down. Lift your knees and shins up. Forehead towards your kneecaps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. All right. If you want to take any further wrist warm up, please feel free. Otherwise, plant your hands forward into tabletop. And let's move through some rolling cat-cows. So tuck your toes, glide your hips back towards your heels, like you're about to pounce on something in active child's pose. Inhale to energetically pull your palms back around your spine forward, stacking shoulders over wrists. Exhale, untuck your toes, lower your thighs towards the mat. Elbows are bent here. Inhale, thread your heart forward for cobra. Exhale, push through your palms, tuck your toes, active child's pose. So you could kind of do this 4 count breath. We'll do it one more time like this, and then we'll move a little more fluidly like water. Inhale to round forward. Exhale, thighs land, elbows bend. Inhale into your heart opener. Exhale, tuck your toes, glide your hips back, child's pose. You could stay like that, or close your eyes, really move like a wave, rolling forward on an inhale all the way to your cobra. And then waving it back on an exhale to your child's pose. Your option, your choice. We're here for a couple more breaths. Let it feel good. Can you notice each segment of your spine moving, but in a way that's really connected to the one before and after it? Really smooth. Continuous. Always shifting and changing like water. And then on your next one, as you round forward, step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Swivel your left heel so that it lands kind of underneath your hips. And you're going to sit down into sage pose. Turn this way. Okay, right toes forward. Kind of like a half squat here. Land your fingertips in front of you, tent up onto the fingertips, and then take a few waving rolls of your spine here. So kind of oscillating your sage pose as you inhale. Let that unfurl your spine upwards, your heart forwards. As you exhale, kind of take a dip and a bow down. Let's do 2 more. Good, and then walk your left hand back, straighten your right leg, and ground down through your right pinky toe. Extend your hips to the long edge of the mat, modified side plank. Right arm reaches up towards the sky or overhead, so your bicep is framing your ear. We'll move through these 2 shapes with breath, with movement. So inhale into your modified side plank, stretch long through the side bodies. Exhale, bend your right knee, point your toes to the top of the mat. Maybe you fold through center, hands touching the earth towards your sage pose. And then inhale, left hand plants, straighten your right leg. Open up into your side plank. Exhale, bend your right knee. Both hands slide towards the right, landing on the inside of your right leg. Let's do 1 more. Modified side plank, inhale. Extend, expand. Exhale, recede back towards yourself. And then we'll land, instead of our sage pose, extend your left leg long behind you again. Left knee is grounded. Just take some sways in your lizard pose. So we're in a low lizard lunge. Right foot is on the outside of your right hand. And I like to create a little bit of like an infinity or figure 8 shape here with my shoulders and rib cage. If in doubt, close your eyes and do what feels good and move with fluidity, not caring how you look like or what the posture is, what its name is, what its shape is supposed to look like. Good, plant through your hands, step your right knee back, and we'll switch it out. Left leg forward on the outside of your left hand. Swivel your right foot underneath you and sit your hips onto your right heel. So we're in our sage pose on the other side. Walk your fingertips in front of you. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale to wave your heart forward and up. Exhale to dip and bow down. Let it feel juicy and good. Good. On this next one, as you inhale, right hand plants at the back of your mat. Left leg straightens, left pinky toe lands. And modified side plank. Take whatever stretch or movement with the left arm and the upper body that feels good for you. This is our inhale. Exhale, rebend into your left knee, point your toes forward. Slide your hands like a wave receding back in on the inside of your left leg into sage pose. Inhale, modified side plank, right hand lands, left arm extends. Exhale, river your way back towards center. Last one, move with your breath. And extend your right leg behind you, low lizard lunge. Right knee is planted, left knee is out to the side, and you can take a few sways from side to side here if that feels good for you. Good. Plant through your hands, tuck your right toes, and step back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, bend your knees, walk out your dog, pedal your feet, whatever feels good here. Hopefully feeling a little bit fluid and open through your spine and your hips. Let's build a little bit of heat and a little bit of fire with some sun salutations. We're gonna add a chair pose and a full push-up to spice it up a little bit. As you inhale, bend your knees, gaze between your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. You can step, hop, float, whatever. Forward fold at the top of your mat, drop your head, hang low. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins, to a block, extend the crown of the head forward. And exhale to fold. Push down through your feet, root to rise. Arms sweep up and overhead. Hips extend, heart opens. Exhale, chair pose, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, send your hips back. Good. Inhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Exhale, option for a full push-up here. You can always drop onto your knees if you want. And at the end of your exhale, lower both knees, both forearms down to the mat. Breathe in, slide your body forward into upward facing dog. Come onto the tops of your feet and maybe lift your thighs from the mat. Glutes and back body are engaged. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. That's our vinyasa. Take any variations, any modifications that you want to do, and we'll move with breath. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, release. Breathe in, root through your feet, stand and extend your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, hands plant, step back to plank or with knees dropped. Exhale, full push-up, and land your knees and your elbows to the mat. Inhale, slide forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, knees bend, gaze forward. Breathe out, forward fold. Halfway lift. Let it go. Stand, expand, open. Hands to heart center, sink low into your chair pose. Inhale, hands plant, step back, plank pose. Exhale, full push-up, knees and elbows to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, bend your knees. Exhale, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. And let it go again. Upward salute. Utkatasana. Plank pose. Full push-up. Landing down onto the mat. Upward facing dog. And cobra. And then downward facing dog. One more round on your own with your own breath. Cycling one posture into the next. Feeling some energy flowing through your body, some heat building, especially with the chair pose and the push-up. And stick with it. There's a lot of goodness that is crafted and created by fire. Okay, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, top of the mat. Take a fold here just for a couple of breaths. Interlace your fingers. This time, press them inside out. Or you could slide your palms underneath your feet, and then your toes will kind of tickle your wrist creases. This is a nice wrist opener. You can kind of traction out the spine by pressing more into the feet and lifting up through the shoulders and the hips. Gorilla pose. And then let it go, come to stand. On your next in-breath, take a chair pose with your legs, but cactus your elbows back, opening your heart forward. Exhale, stand. Hands to heart center. Breathe in, stork pose. Shift your weight to the left foot. Bring your right knee to your chest. Exhale, lever your upper body forward. Bend into your left knee and extend your right heel back. Crouching warrior. Right toes plant. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Arms stretch up. Right hip crease guides forward. Exhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Swivel your right heel down. Arms separate so your front hand is over your left foot and your back hand is over your right foot. Stretch long through your fingertips and sink into the left knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand's weightless on the back leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Exhale to transition forward, landing your left elbow on your left knee. Inhale into your side angle pose. Right hand stretches forward. Open your heart up to the sky. Good. Inhale, reverse triangle. Push into your front foot, straighten your front leg, stretch back again. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left hand on the inside of your left shin or on a block. As you breathe in, twist your right hand to the sky. Lean into the space behind you. Good. Right hand plants, bend your left knee. Come into the ball of your right foot. As you inhale, easy twist. Left arm opens this time. Exhale, really suction your legs together, stable here, and then push through your left heel to lift up into an open twist. So our heart is twisting to the left. We're using our core to keep us here. Inhale, left hand on the back of the thigh, right arm up into your reverse. Exhale, right elbow, left knee, twisted lunge. Hands are pressing in towards each other. And then you can step your right foot to meet your left, landing in a twisted chair. Inhale, chair pose with cactus arms, open up your heart. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Good, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands and move through your vinyasa of your choice. You can always modify lowering your knees, taking out the push-up, whatever version is suiting you today. We'll land in downward dog and then forward fold at the top of the mat. Breathe in, halfway lift, and breathe out to let it go. Upward salute, root to rise, arms sweep up and over. Hands to heart center, chair pose. Stay in chair with your legs. Inhale to open and cactus, your arms back, your heart forward. Exhale, stand. Shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale, stork pose, left knee to chest. Exhale, lever your upper body forward, bend into your right knee and extend back through your left heel, crouching warrior. Left toes plant, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, swivel your back heel down, arms stretch long. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, transition through center, landing your right elbow on your right knee. Breathe in, take that breath to extend through your side angle. Fingertips to the edge of your pinky toe. And then push through your front foot, straighten your right leg, reverse triangle. Right arm reaches up and back. Exhale, transition forward into Trikonasana. Right hand is on the inside of your right shin or on a block. And then we inhale to open our left hand up to the sky and lean back. Staying lengthy through the sides of the waist. Exhale, right knee bends, left hand plants. Pivot on the ball of your left foot. Inhale, circle your right arm open, twist. Exhale, push down into your right foot. Really stable here, and we'll lift up into an open twist, really active. Kind of revolving all your midsection around your spine here. Inhale, reverse. Legs stay glued, arms are reaching back. And exhale, left elbow on the outside of your right knee, hands plant. Twisted lunge. Step your left foot forward to meet your right, twisted chair. Good, inhale, cactus chair. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. And breathe out, move through your vinyasa of choice. From down dog, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Release, let your breath go. Move something through. Good, straight to it. Inhale, cactus your chair. Exhale, stand. Can't remember which leg we did first. Let's shift our weight to the left foot, right knee up. Exhale, crouching warrior. High crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. This time, exhale all the way to your side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten, lift up and back. Exhale, Trikonasana. Right hand plants, left knee bends. Inhale, low lunge with a twist. Push down through your feet. Suction them together, open twist all the way into your reverse. Exhale, right elbow, left knee, hands meet in center, find your twist. Step your right foot to meet your left, chair pose. Inhale, cactus, come through center, open your heart. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Let it go, move through your vinyasa. From downward dog, bend your knees, gaze forward, step forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Straight into it, knees bend, heart opens, cactus chair. Exhale, stand, hands to heart center. Weight into your right foot, left knee to chest. Exhale, crouching warrior. Ball of the left foot lands, inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Move with your breath, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle pose. Using your core, inhale, reverse triangle to kind of lift you through these oblique, these side bending movements. Exhale, Trikonasana. Building some fire with your twists. Inhale, left hand plants, right knee bends, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, push through your front foot. Transition through your open lunge all the way to your reverse on an inhale. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Hands to prayer center. Step your left foot to meet your right. Stay in your chair with a twist. Legs stay glued. Inhale, heart opens. Elbows cactus back. Exhale, fold, dive it down. Crown of the head hangs heavy. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant your hands, step back, move through your vinyasa. We're gonna do one more round on each side. From down dog, gaze forward, bend your knees, and step to the top of your mat. Forward fold, halfway lift, breathe in. Big exhale, open your mouth. Bend your knees deeply, cactus chair. Exhale, stand, hands to heart center. Stork pose, right knee to chest. Crouching warrior three. High crescent lunge. Warrior two. Sink low. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Move with your breath, reverse triangle. And Trikonasana. Turning to the other side, left knee bends, right hand plants. Twist open to the left. Exhale, push to transition. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Step your right foot to meet your left. And this is our chance for a side crow if you'd like it. So right elbow is on the outside of left knee. If you're ready, you can plant your hands down or you can hold in your chair pose. Both are equally difficult, I feel like. So shift your weight forward and to the left, eventually lifting both feet from the mat. Wherever you are, hold for 5. And release down. Good, cactus your chair. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And move through your vinyasa. Last time, last side, through this movement flow. See if you can have fun with it. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step to the top of your mat, fold. Halfway lift. And release. Cactus chair, knees bend, elbows pull back behind you, heart opens. And stand, hands to heart center. Inhale, stork pose. Exhale, crouching warrior. High crescent lunge. Warrior two. Reverse. Side angle. Reverse your triangle, breathe in. Trikonasana on your exhale. Pivot on the ball of your left foot, left hand plants. Twist your right arm open. Push through your front foot. And then shift back into your reverse. Left elbow on the outside of your right leg. Stay here, or step your left foot forward, or side crow. Shifting your weight over towards the right. Elbows are creating kind of a shelf for your body. Lift your feet up wherever you are, 5 breaths. Steady, strong, fiery, capable. Here for 3, 2, 1. Release. Not done yet. Inhale, cactus chair, open up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, final vinyasa. And then from downward facing dog, lower your shins to the mat, sit back onto your heels. Virasana, close your eyes. Hands can be palms down on your thighs or open towards the sky. And breathe. Feel all that heat that you built kind of swirling in your body, moving with your breath. And then eventually, as we breathe it out, it starts to cool. Start to tune into the crown of your head and your upper body. And as you're ready, as your breath has slowed, let's shift forward into puppy pose, Anahatasana. Hands slide forward, hips stay stacked over knees, and drop your heart low towards the mat. You can rest on your forehead, on your chin, on your chest. Big opening breaths through the rib cage and along the length of your spine. Notice maybe that you can feel lifted on your inhale, letting that breath find some buoyancy through the back of the rib cage. Lifting up and then releasing down. Good. Next we have headstand. If you don't want to do headstand, you can have rabbit as an option. So for rabbit, sit your hips towards your heels. Bring your hands so they wrap around your heels. And then shift forward onto the crown of your head. This will open the back space of your upper spine as well. For headstand, you can take whatever variation with your hands that you want. I prefer to kind of interlace my fingers. Tuck under your toes, lift your knees so your hips are lifting up towards the sky. And then feel the forearms and the elbows taking the brunt of the weight here. As you're ready, bring one knee into your chest and then the other knee and lift up into your headstand. We're here for 10 breaths. Find some play, some lift up towards the sky, an airy quality, maybe a movement with your legs forward and backward or side to side. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Eventually lowering, pulling your chest or your knees in towards your chest. Compress, compress, land a foot, and then land your knees. Close your eyes. Find Virasana again. Take a twist, left hand on the outside of your right thigh, that's a thigh. Wrap your right arm behind you and then really peel open through the right shoulder, broadening across your collarbones. This time, can your breath make its way all the way towards your upper chest and your neck? Extend your right leg out to the side. So it's gonna be off the mat. Fold down into a little inner thigh stretch. Maybe your forehead rests on the back of your palms. Starting to slow the breath. Breath making its way all the way down to your pelvic floor on an inhale, and up through the throat. Let it go. Rise back up, slide your right knee underneath you again. Twist to the left, right hand on the left thigh. Wrap your left arm behind you and broaden across the collarbones in your twist. One more inhale to grow tall through your spine. Exhale to revolve, to twist a little deeper. Extend your left leg out to the side off the mat and then fold your body down. Just a few breaths here. Notice if there's any final tension that you're holding and see if you can release and relax a little bit there. Come back through center, slide your leg in. Close your eyes if they're not already, and we're gonna stay seated in our kneeling posture for a couple minutes. So if you wanna grab a bolster or anything to make it a little bit more comfortable, you can. We're gonna end with some pranayama, some breathwork practice. This quality of air, movement of energy, of life force, of vitality. Let's take Nodi Shavasana. Right hand, pointer, and middle finger come to your forehead or your third eye center. Right thumb will block your right nostril, and right ring finger will block your left nostril. And we'll take turns breathing in through one side and plugging the other. And then at the top of the inhale, we'll switch and breathe out through the other side. Breathe in through that same, and at the top of the breath, we'll switch to the other. Okay, so plug your right nostril, leave your left one open. Seal your lips and inhale in through your nose. At the top, ring finger plugs left nostril and we breathe out the right. Breathe in through the right. Right thumb blocks right nostril. Release the ring finger and breathe out through the left. Inhale in through your left. Switch, breathe out through the right. Inhale through the right. Switch, breathe out through the left. Do 3 more rounds on your own. Feeling a sense of balance between the two and a sense of calm permeating your whole body. And finish up your last breath. Then release your hand into your lap. Keep your eyes closed and sit in stillness in your final meditation seat for just a couple moments. Feeling spacious, open in your mind. If your mind is wandering, bring it back to trace your inhales and exhales. Maybe picture your inhale coming in through your nostrils, moving all the way up through the crown of the head. And then the exhale lowers that energy from the crown of the head back through your nostrils. Soften your face. Let's take one more breath together. This time sweep your arms overhead. Palms touch in center. Exhale, take a bow forward. For your practice, for your body, for the space to be here and meet yourself here, and for the privilege that it is to be in communication and connection with nature. And just to vow to bring that into your life more. You can blink your eyes open, take in the space around you. I hope you feel great. I hope you enjoyed that practice. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.